Hey, it's September 20th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live here on ClaibsOnline.com, presented by Mungenast St. Louis Acura and Royal Banks of Missouri. He's Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick doing the show today from a kindergarten classroom as I have to coach a baseball game here in about 30 minutes, Rammer. So
you weren't picking up some extra hours?
No. I don't think they would want me trying to mold the minds of young America.
No, I meant hours for yourself.
No. Yeah, I think I'm good in that. Maybe once if I went down the hall like 6th or 7th grade, that's when stuff starts to get a little tough. But hey,
no
Rammer, Cardinals have not lost since our last time doing this on Friday. Hell, they haven't lost since last Friday, the Friday before that. 8-game winning streak, 3 games in front of the second wild card. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Claibs earlier. How excited are you about Cardinal baseball right now compared to the start of the month?
You know, I just touched on this. It might have been a week or so ago about the there's a touch of 80s Cardinals baseball with this team. The game is being played differently, no doubt, but speed and defense are such a part of what they're doing, and those two things obviously tied together. You take a look at all the talent on the Padres roster, marvelously talented, but just look at the way the two teams played the game, making plays, making the extra effort to make the right play, making the smart play. It was day and night, and it wasn't an accident that the Cardinals were able to win all 3 games.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny how things have worked out for the Padres since the trade deadline. They tried so hard to be like the Dodgers. That's who they were chasing, and that's who they thought they needed to emulate with the team and going out there and getting talent. And you see the Dodgers going out there and they're putting Mookie Betts at second base. They're putting Chris Taylor wherever the hell they want. And Chris Taylor can play wherever the hell they want. And you saw this week, they thought, okay, you know what? We could put Fernando Tatis Jr. in center field. And it didn't work out well for them. And putting guys where they don't belong in the field has hurt the Padres, as opposite of what we've seen happen to the Dodgers. And as you've pointed out many times, they've run out of arms.
Yeah.
When you look at who they threw out there, and Yu Darvish pitched a great game, aided a lot by Phil Cuzzy on Saturday, but still Yu Darvish, you know what? Hey, he worked the zone. He worked with what he was being given. And then you see Jake Arrieta yesterday. I mean, when you're throwing Jake Arrieta out there in what essentially might be a must-win game for your season, you get what you deserve.
Yeah, there's no question. The other thing is, and it goes along with the formula I've talked about all year, defense should be a constant. Speed is a constant. Cardinal pitching is almost always at least competitive. There was some stretches where it wasn't, but and now it's at least competitive every day. There have been some hiccups, but competitive. And so what's the X factor for them winning? The offense coming around. Look at Edman's numbers in the last 5 weeks. Edman, Goldschmidt, O'Neill, Arenado, not gaudy, but still run producing. And you see when the top of the order guys are going, man, it just makes everything click. And then contributions here and there from the bottom half. Oh, yeah, I guess a grand slam is a nice contribution. When those guys contribute as well, now you got the offense to click and you're scoring 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 runs a game, which you weren't doing for, most of the season.
Yeah, what was it? I think it was on, I'm looking back, I think it was Wednesday night. I know we've talked since then, but you talk about that top of the order. Here, just for an example, Wednesday night, Edman was 2 for 4, Goldschmidt was 3 for 5, O'Neill 2 for 5, Arenado 2 for 4. I mean, when you have those top 4 guys doing stuff like that, any team in baseball is going to win when your top 4 in the lineup are accounting for 8-9 hits in a game. And right now the Cardinals are getting very, very hot, and they go in to face a Milwaukee Brewers team, which, okay, you know what? I'm going to put you in the mindset of Craig Counsell right now. When you look at the standings, when you look at where they are right now, 6 games behind the Giants with 14 to play, what is your mindset as the Milwaukee Brewers that have already clinched a playoff spot and are 6 games back of being able to have that number 1 seed?
Well, I think that as professionals, you play to win without jeopardizing what you're trying to accomplish in October.
Yes.
You still play to win. You just don't throw out, hey, bench guys, go play. We're taking the day off. He won't do that, and they shouldn't do that because they're professionals. But guys who are playing a little hurt, they should probably try and get well. Do you need to pound your starting rotation and really push for that 7th inning out of them, or the 120th pitch where give me an effective 5, you've thrown your 90, boom, we get you out, we go to the bullpen. With the bullpen, terrific bullpen. We don't have to overwork guys. You pitch 2 nights in a row, even though you could go a third, take tonight off. October is what we're focused on, but they'll still be playing to win every single night.
And I don't see a lineup yet for the Brewers, but on the other hand, the Cardinals, you can tell, are in that mode where they are trying to win now, where they have to. I mean, they're 3 games up, and that can disappear like that, especially when you go into a 4-game set against Milwaukee. But you can see in the lineup that I'm about to give you, a major change has happened today where the Cardinals are setting up for that game 162 or the wild card game in 163. So here you go.
Let me guess. I haven't looked at the lineup. Yachty hitting. I didn't see it. Yachty hitting 7th.
Yachty is not hitting 7th. Rammer, you haven't seen my text yet, so this is going to be a nice surprise for you. Tommy Edman leading off playing second base. Paul Goldschmidt at first. Tyler O'Neill in left. Arenado is at third. Molina is behind the plate. Dylan Carlson, who had one hell of a weekend, is in right. Edmundo Sosa is at short. Harrison Bader is in center. Your starting pitcher tonight, John Lester. The Cardinals have swapped Jake Woodford and John Lester with their spots in the rotation. So Jake Lester sets to start tonight, which would put him in a position to possibly pitch in that wild card game on October 6th in LA or San Francisco against if Adam Wainwright would be unavailable, or if Adam Wainwright has to pitch at game 162.
Yeah, that's the thing. You obviously, in a winner-take-all game, you want Adam Wainwright pitching. But who's your second choice in case, as you rightly pointed out, what if you got to win Sunday? So a winner-take-all game, it's got to be Waino. So now you're set up for Waino Sunday, or I think they play Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so there's a little flexibility there. But getting Lester set up to be that backup guy on that Wednesday is a good move.
Big game John, as we've seen him do it with the Red Sox and the Cubs. Hell, why not do it for the Cardinals after he was hated so much by this town for so many years? Why not? Why not just turn that around? And we've talked about it. I mean, it's almost Lance Berkman, Carlos Beltran-esque for how much he was hated for what he could eventually turn himself into in the eyes of many, many Cardinal fans. First of 4 games against the Brewers this week, and then 4 games this weekend against the Cubs. Rammer, I cannot wait to see what the Cardinals decide they are going to do on Friday with that doubleheader, with that pitching, with the starting pitcher for one of those games, with the 29th man for one of those games. Is it does it set up for Matthew Liberatore to be called up to the club for a day?
It'd be real interesting.
That'd be pretty cool to see.
We had previously wondered if it could be a Hudson piggyback kind of thing, but he's going to get another minor league start.
Yeah.
So it's not likely to be him. So that will be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll end up just having, I think the final week of the season, what you're going to have is another sinker ball pitcher in that bullpen in the form of Dakota Hudson being out there with so many other arms that include the one move the Cardinals made today. Brandon Waddell is now back on the team, a 4th lefty out of the bullpen. Daniel Ponce de Leon has been designated for assignment.
That's
probably good. Ending his Cardinal career. Had a lot of ups and downs, and then I think the dust up with Yachty in the bullpen and the dugout the other day might have sealed the deal on his Cardinal career.
Well, having those lefties in there, give me a guy to get out to come in if I need him in the middle and late. early, middle, late, or if a guy pitches a couple days in a row, that Wong, Yelich, they're usually hitting 1 and 3.
Yep.
But a guy to get his 3 batters, and they're probably going to be Wong and Yelich.
Yep, that's don't forget Vogelbach's in there too. I mean,
Vogelbach.
You can't forget about him. A lot of lefties in that Brewers lineup that can really hurt you.
Joe, I don't want to jinx it. I had hoped that by that last Sunday of the season, the Cardinals could get to 10 games over 500. I thought when we talked about it, I guess it was early last week, that if they could get to 10 games over, that'd be enough. And I'm sticking by that. I think if they go 7-7 the rest of the way, they're in. But let's get greedy.
I like it. I like it a lot. Rammer, tell me a little bit about Royal Banks before we wrap this up today.
Quickly, Royal Banks of Missouri. They want to help you achieve your financial goals, and it can be anything from a new checking account that puts you where you want to be with having your account make some money for you, all the way up to a new mortgage. And it's easy to get on board with Royal Banks. They have great folks to help you out and kind of figure out where you fit in. All you got to do is call 314-212-1500 or go online to royalbanksofmo.com. Royal Banks, better service means better banking. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Rammer, I'm going to have to turn Metal Monday into Metal Tuesday because of where I am right now. Also, no hat, going with my Zion Lion headband for the game today. I coach in a headband, not a hat. What's your hat?
Well, first of all, you'd be fired if I were running that league. You're teaching the kids the wrong way. You got to look right while you're out there. So you let them have their shirts untucked?
Absolutely not. No, this is for me. This is mascot of the team right there. I mean, it's perfect.
San Jose Rainbow. San Jose Rainbow.
No idea what that is.
No, that was a women's professional softball team from the 70s. San Jose Rainbow. They were pretty good.
All right, Rammer, we got to wrap things up for us today. This has been another edition of Daily Cards Live. Looking forward to having these for the next 2 weeks and into the month of October right here on ClaibsOnline.com. Presented by Royal Banks of Missouri and Mungenast St. Louis Acura right here again on ClaibsOnline.com.
St. Louis Acura is excited to announce the opening of our newly remodeled service lounge. We sell pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models and take pride in servicing what we sell. We offer free pickup and delivery service and a complimentary car wash and vacuum with every service. We also have a full-service reconditioning shop on site that can repair dents, bumpers, and wheels. As the nation's only 29-time Acura Precision Team winner for customer satisfaction, we work every day to make St. Louis Acura better than ever for you.